So with that being said, that basically puts together all of our mobility work for preparatory stuff before running. But now we got to talk a little bit about the cool down stuff, right? So I'd say the biggest thing with cooling down is just walking, right? Walking and then sitting in the floor and not in a car right after you run is probably the most important thing. So when you get done with a run, immediately go to the car and drive home, because when you get out, you're going to go, oh, that's tight, that's stiff, that hurts, right? So I think if we could just move a little bit after and slowly cool down, do some dynamic stretches like we did before, maybe some just seated hamstring stuff, maybe some squats, right? Go back to everything we just did with the warm-up stuff, but maybe just do it a little longer, a little slower, and maybe a little more intentful. Then that will help a lot with how you move. It'll also help a lot with your soreness. So the other thought on that is now, hey, we can add those static stretches back in. So when we add those static stretches back in, we're going to do more or less some of the same things. We're just going to do longer holds. So the most common one is obviously going to be like the seated hamstring stretch, where you're just sitting, touching your toes. That's okay, but to me, if I can do more of a movement with weight, getting to that same amount of stretch, breathe out, sink, sink, sink. If I can do this and really get a deep stretch in those hamstrings, and then use my muscles all the way up and down, then I know I own that range of motion. Now, if I can't do that, I don't own that motion. So to me, sitting in the floor, touching your toes, that's great and all. But can you actually move away while getting to that same position up and down, right? That's going to make sure you own that motion and make sure that you're not tight in that range of motion. Sometimes I'll do some oscillations there. That's good too. Okay. What's the other one?